Hi, everyone. This is Alex Ribe again, an immigration attorney with the law firm Murray Osorio. So today, what in this video, what we're going to talk about is how to figure out your immigration and criminal records. Some people don't know exactly what their criminal record is. Maybe they think that a certain charge was expunged, or they were never arrested or something like that, and they're not sure. And then same with their immigration history. Maybe they came in at one point and had a problem at the airport or at a port of entry, and believe that maybe they were issued an old deportation order. Maybe like an officer at the airport didn't let them in and gave them a deportation order, or somebody at the border did that, and they want to know what their immigration and criminal history is. And these things are very important because you don't want to apply for something without having that full knowledge and that full information. And so there is, and there will be other videos on FOIAs, which is a Freedom of Information Act request. And certainly you can file a FOIA with different immigration agencies to try and get your immigration background at least. But sometimes those are difficult to get your information, especially if you don't have what's called an A number, which is typically a 9-digit number that's associated with any immigrant that might have gotten like a deportation order or voluntary departure or been in removal proceedings. And so if you don't have that number, it can be difficult to get those FOIA results because they're not linked to you. And same with your criminal record. Like, you could go to each jurisdiction where you think you might have an offense and ask the court clerk there. But again, if you're not sure exactly where it happened, or there might have been multiple, or you just need your FBI background, the way to get it done, I'm going to show you here in this video. It's easy. It is does not take very long at all to get the results. And so here I'm going to show you, I'm going to share my screen with you, and I'm going to show you how you electronically submit for your FBI fingerprints. And I'll also show you that you are going to have to go to a USPS center to actually do your fingerprints. Obviously, you have to go to somewhere where they can do your fingerprints with the ink, and submit that online, and you get the results usually very, very quickly. We've seen it within a couple of days that you get the results. So let me share my screen and show you how to get started. Okay, so you're going to go to this website here. Okay, so that's the edo.cjis.gov/#/. And this is the identity history summary checks page. You're going to go down, there's an overview, you can read about it. Then obtaining your identity history summary, your FBI fingerprints. You go down here, and in here you enter your email address to get started. So you would enter your email address and you would hit submit. Okay, so I have done that. And then once you do that, what's going to happen is you're going to get an email in the email address that you've listed. And in that email is going to have a PIN and a link. And you're going to click that link and you're going to enter the PIN. And once you do that, it's going to take you to this page here. Okay, and this is where you fill out your personal information. So here, this is all just made up information, obviously, and this is not anyone's personal information, but I'm going to fill out as much as I know, right? So if it's the more you fill out, the better. If they have a social security number, if they're in, if they have a prisoner number, like if they're in prison, otherwise just fill out as best you can here. Then you hit next, and then you go to the mailing address. Again, put in your mailing address. Now this is important because the zip code will actually give you where you can get your fingerprints done. So I've put in the zip code here. It auto-populated to Fairfax, Virginia, because that's where I'm currently sitting. And the next is going to say preferences. So here you're going to say yes, or would you like your date of birth included in the response? Yes, because you want to, make sure it's you. Would you like to receive status notifications? Yes, via email. And then would you like to receive a hard copy response mailed to you? That's up to you, because you can get it over email. Like you'll log back in and get these results. If you want a hard copy, you can hit yes. And then you put your email. And then the next is your fingerprint. So how would you like to submit your fingerprint card? You're going to click electronic submission via third party. Okay. So you're going to hit that. Then it's going to give me a list of the USPS centers where I can go and get my fingerprints done. Okay. So the USPS is going to charge me $50, and the actual fingerprint card is $18. Okay. So I'm sorry, the fingerprint card and doing your fingerprints is $18. Okay. So altogether, you have to budget for $68. Okay. $50 to USPS. And then you're going to pay $18 here as well. And so here I can click to see additional locations if neither of these work for me. But you can't just go to any USPS. It has to be where it tells you. Then next, I'm going to pay that $18. Okay, so I'm going to proceed to payment, and then I'm going to pay. Okay. Now, once I actually pay, I'm going to get an email with an order number. Okay. Once I get that email with the order number, then I can go to USPS, to one of those locations that it lists right there, and I can go and submit my fingerprints. And then the USPS will actually send your fingerprints to the FBI. After they send your fingerprints to the FBI, as I said, it could take a couple of hours to a couple of weeks, but usually not more than that. Once those fingerprints results are ready, then they will send you an email letting you know that they're ready. You're going to go back to that first email where you got that link and the PIN. You're going to click on it again, and then you'll enter your PIN, and you'll see that your results are right there. So you'll do that, and then you'll get them. If you ask for the hard copy, you can get them in hard copy. And that way it should have all of any arrests that you've had, as well as any past deportations that you've had. So that might be a good way to figure out what your record is, specifically where you may not have an A number or any other way to do a FOIA with immigration, or you're looking for your criminal history. Thank you so much for your attention. See you next time.